need some sleep. You can't go on like this. I tried counting sheep, but there's one I always miss. I need some sleep. You can't go on like this.
Ain't that the truth?
I tried counting sheep, but there's one I always miss.
Yo, it's unlikely that you survive a trip through my psyche, and if you did, it's even less likely that you still like me. I think it's less to do with it being scary or dark, and more the fact that deep down I may just be an asshole at heart. My nice guy demeanor could be cleaner, and that's a fact, but sometimes I dig deeper and wonder if it's just an act, just a clever ploy by a clever boy turned clever man, just trying to separate himself from the pack. I look back on my dealings with sages and fools, feeling strange or confused, no desire to learn from them, just hey, keep it moving. And that's not the best policy, cause honestly it makes my optimistic philosophy seem useless like astrology. It bothers me that I think this way. I should stop. I wish the self-examining shenaniganery was a ball that I could drop, but it's not. Life's a game and I'm playing it. May have been dealt a crappy hand, but hey, that's just the way it is.
I need some sleep. You can't go on like this. I tried counting sheep, but there's one I always miss. I need some sleep. You can't go on like this.
No, sir.
I tried counting sheep, but there's one I always miss.
I put pen to paper to remember later the right now. This moment will be lost if I don't write down the sights and sounds, the feel of the city nights, so I can look back at the me now and wonder, what did he write? A written record of time in the form of rhyme. Is it normal I define myself? I try myself daily, trying to shape up into a better man, often frustrated by failure yet again. My mind's troubled, these thoughts are hard to stop. I got a map to find myself, but no X marks the spot. And when it does decide to show up, it skips across the surface, avoiding my understanding entirely on purpose. Is it worth it? Is it worth it? These daily trials and tribulations, dealing with violence, misbehaving in the vilest of situations, it's gotta be, cause otherwise I've been living this life for no reason. Gotta flip the script and show that every change has its season.
I need some sleep. You can't go on like this. I tried counting sheep, but there's one I always miss.
Barely keep my eyes open.
I need some sleep. You can't go on like this. I tried counting sheep, but there's one I always miss.
What if I am asleep? What if I've never been awake and there's a veil of perception that's impossible to penetrate? A window through which I must defenestrate my consciousness and leave the somnolence behind and leap into this bottomless pit of consequence where dominance is synonymous with being homogenous. It's hard to rise up if you've only been blessed with incompetence. This omnibus of human experience sure leaves a lot to be desired and doesn't do much for instilling confidence in me or my fellow man. I wish I could say that I was surprised, but sadly I'm not. I've always been one to open my eyes. Even though they don't work too well, they still hold up, cause the kind of stuff I'm trying to catch is often close up. And so I close up my preconceptions and I open my mind, just hoping these rhymes will make sense of all this, what do you call this crap? I'm just trying to play by rules of my own choosing, quite the dream, as I sit here musing.
Need some sleep. Can't go on like this. Need some sleep. Can't go on like this. Tried counting sheep, but there's one I always miss. Need some sleep. You can't go on like this. Tried counting sheep, but there's one I always miss. I need some sleep. You can't go on like this. I tried counting sheep, but there's one I always miss.